A little bit different spin. Just take a few minutes to talk about training and human simulation, how that can help us. Dr. Ubasek talked yesterday about the funding's coming down, and after 9/11, I know the Marine Corps, I think the Army, the same thing, took a look at the way they were doing training and had to spin it a little different, make it more realistic for the guys going over there. The Marine Corps developed an immersive infantry training concept, and this is in Camp Pendleton. Through my work at Naval Health Research Center, I've had the opportunity to see the Marines training on the ground there. And basically, they've developed this then Iraq, but now Afghan village. They've employed a number of role players. They actually interject the smells that you'd actually, if you were walking through towns and villages over there. So basically, the Marines go in there and they're totally immersed in the environment they're going to see when they get into theater. And the reason we're doing this is, can you imagine not having that experience and you get over there and in the first couple of combat patrols, you've got that, some of them have that deer in the headlights look. So just like aviation simulators were developed so that our carrier pilots can do those night landings in that environment before they actually do it for real at a high risk. That's what we're doing for the Marines. But the role players are incredibly expensive. So, what I got to see was a joint capability technology demonstration. It's Army and Marine. Headed up Colonel Clark Levine, kind of managed that project. And what I've got here is a video clip, and it talks for about 4 minutes about the future immersive training environment. So we'll just run that. It'll be much better than what I can talk you through. Which one? What our Marines and soldiers are doing on this one-on-one relationship out there is incredible. And the opportunity to train for that, that's a real difficult thing. I don't know, can you hear that? I just don't want to stop it.
Okay. Slowly play from here. We can kind of get the body language and know that she's
Challenge.
got some sort of mission. That's a big shot, right?
Let's do this.
Integrate the vision of the future immersive training environment for a fight and demand this of ourselves. Keep
You know, traditionally you kind of divide up your own forces into good and bad, so friendly and adversarial, kind of playing cowboys and Indians. But if you've only got, basically we're trying to get to 2-to-1 home time to deployment time. If you've only got that maybe 8 or 10, 12 months before you deploy for 6 months, what we can get done in training is just, you gotta be as effective as you can. So if you have to cut out half of your force to be the adversary, and not only that, they're not familiar with the culture, how can they actually play that role effectively? So this, and I see human simulation as a possibility, and that's what they're working. One of the things you saw there was, and I didn't say it, but all the actors that they bring in, the role players, are from that background. So they speak the language, they know the culture. They're going to behave like the guys are going to see when they go into theater. So that's where they're going. So human simulation. Replace those role players, or some of them.